Welcome back to the Mouse Gun Guy, where an old guy and some old guns rule. Today we're going to take a look at a Beretta 950B in 22 short. The Beretta 950B was introduced around 1952, which was a good year to be born. The 950 was only made a short time, then they made some internal changes, which I'll put a link to an article below that explains what those changes were. Some improvements, and the 950B was made in Italy. This one in 22 short with the longer barrel was called a special, and of course the Minx was the name given to it when it was brought into the United States. You can see here it's special because it has a longer barrel. The original, the 950B, had a 2 1/4 inch barrel. This one has a 3 3/4 inch barrel. So you got a little longer barrel on a weaker cartridge, because most 950s were 25 ACP. And it seems counterintuitive to me to put a longer barrel on a weaker cartridge. You think you'd put it on the 25. But I'm sure Beretta had the reasons. This has no safety, you can see here. Later it was added. The magazine release here. This looks like it would hold more than 6 rounds to me, but replacement magazines from a manufacturer and also Numrich, which sells used magazines, both say it's a 6-round magazine. So that must be what it is. You got the tip-up barrel, like all the other Berettas, and if you bring the barrel on around, you can disassemble by sliding the slide back and pulling up on it. You can see it's coming off. This one is difficult to get back together. You see the little wire there that tucks inside the frame. This one wants to stick out and it makes it kind of hard to get it back together. But that's how it disassembles, very easy. It is a single action only. It has a half cock right there to keep that hammer off the firing pin, which is a safety measure. Just to compare it to the later BS version, the S is the frame safety. These were made after 1968 when they could no longer be imported, and they're made in Accokeek, Maryland at the old FIE plant there. Just a couple of differences. You can see this part of the slide, this flat place, is a little bit wider on the BS than on the 950B. You have 15 cuts here on the slide. You have 13 on here. And the mag release is checkered with a slot. And on the BS, it's just concentric circles. And just to see what you've got written here, you've got P. Beretta model 950B, caliber 22 short. There's the Italian date code that indicates this gun was made in 1960. Then over here you have made in Italy, and then you've got the serial number G45342 and Tipo Flaubert. I'm assuming that's a designer, but I've not been able to find any information. If you know something about that, please leave some information in the comments below. Like most Berettas, very well made. I think a very handsome firearm and probably a lot of fun to shoot. So that is the Beretta 950B in 22 caliber short.